Hi Aries, this is your September 11th through September 17th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love coming towards you. In the second spread, we'll check in with those of you who are already married or in a relationship. Then I'll do the X spread. After that, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And at the end, we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week. We have the 5 of Wands clarified by the 10 of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords clarified by the 6 of Swords. Then we have the Emperor. In the potential outcome, we have the Queen of Wands with the King of Swords and the 4 of Wands. And we also have the 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, perhaps another Aries. Well, I gotta be honest with you, Aries. In the beginning, we do have turbulence, so to speak. All right, but then it's gonna be smooth sailing moving forward. Like for some of you, almost literally smooth sailing. Okay, you do get to be with this King of Swords. Right there in the middle of the potential outcome, right? You're the Queen of Wands, the first card in there. You're the Emperor, by the way, right? Most likely the Emperor is also your card. It's your major arcana card. The Queen of Wands, that's definitely you. And the King of Swords is the person you're dealing with, right? So it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or somebody with a lot of air in their chart. If they're not an air sign, this is somebody who is very intelligent. Perhaps this person is like a wild horse that needs to be tamed before the two of you could move forward together. Because one of the scenarios I see in the beginning is as an ultimatum. An ultimatum, right? So yeah, let's get back to the beginning, right? To those scenarios. I see so many of them, to be honest with you. It will all depend on your particular situation. So we do start with the 5 of Wands clarified by the 10 of Wands. A lot of conflict. For some of you, literally conflict. So in scenario number 1, perhaps the two of you meet with this person, you get acquainted, but the two of you get into a fight, an argument. This happens all the time, left and right. When people get into arguments, then they go into their separate corners, and then one of them reaches out to the other and says, you know what, we got off on the wrong foot. But because we're both very strong personalities, right? But instead of fighting each other, why don't we combine forces so we could conquer the world together? And I think the answer is going to be, okay, let's do it. Let's give it another shot. So that is scenario number 1. Okay? For others of you, for the two of you to be together could be a conflict of interest, right? Perhaps it's like a taboo situation. Perhaps this person dated a good friend of yours. Well, but now they broke up a while ago, and now the two of you want to get together, but it's like an internal struggle because it's like an unethical, I guess, for some of you. All right, perhaps you have more than one person interested in you, Aries, right? And the 5 of Wands and the 10 of Wands clarifying, and it could be literally competition between two people, between two suitors, and if that's the case, then the King of Swords is the winner. Okay, there could be some other obstacles, circumstantial obstacles, before the two of you can move forward. Perhaps you have people telling you not to get together with this person for whatever reason, right? And then eventually you're going to tell them, you know what, screw all of you. I don't care. I want to move forward with this person, right? Then yet another scenario, there could be some kind of an ultimatum that you give this person. Perhaps the two of you meet, but then you find out something about them that is unacceptable to you. It's like, no. You know what? I like you. We get along very well. But unless you say no to this thing, whatever it is that they do, and unless you stop doing this, there is no way for us to be together. And I think eventually they will comply. Well, yeah, those are the scenarios I see. I hope I covered it all. Anyway, the good news is that the two of you are moving together, right? The Ace of Swords clarified by the 6 of Swords, definitely forward movement. The Ace of Swords is a card of clarity. The Ace of Swords is the answer, yes. It's a card of a brand new beginning. It's a card of a very straightforward, very direct conversation, right? The 6 of Swords clarifying that, yeah, moving forward. And the thing about the 6 of Swords, it's a card of improvement, things getting better. It's definitely moving away from whatever those 5 of Wands and the 10 of Wands represent in your situation towards something better. Okay? I think, did I mention perhaps one of you could be already involved with another person, but perhaps you've been fighting a lot, and if you're the one who is involved with somebody, or they've been fighting with that person, and you just know that this relationship you're in is done. It's just a matter of time. And when this King of Swords shows up, you're like, yes, definitely, I'm out, away from that person, moving forward with this King of Swords. That could be another situation. I think I covered them all. Right? The Emperor in the middle, that's you, right? That's one of you, as already mentioned. And back to the potential outcome, we also have the 401 sitting right next to the two of you. The 401 is a card of a commitment to marriage, right? This card is often referred to as the 1111 card. To me personally, this card always reminds me of an actual wedding. And the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck is a soulmate card. It's a card of unconditional love. It's a card of when two people feel the same way towards one another. And that feeling is love. Well, among other things, among other very positive, loving things, it's definitely just love. So yeah, like I said, it starts off with some kind of a turbulent situation, but then once the dust settles, you guys are moving forward together towards a commitment. I hope all of this makes sense, Aries. Really happy for you. Congratulations. Aries, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, clarified by the Ten of Cups, and also have the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You see those two, the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Neither one of them represents either you or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your spouse, your significant other. Those two are a completely separate couple. They are celebrating something, and we'll get to that in just a second, and you're invited. Okay? Again, I don't know who those are to you. One of them could be your relative, yeah, they could be your friends. I don't know, but they're definitely celebrating something. For some of you, they're celebrating an engagement. For others of you, they're actually literally getting married. It could be like a housewarming party. It could be a baby shower or something along those lines, right? The Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck is an invitation. All right, you're invited. The Six of Wands clarified by the Ten of Cups. That's what they're celebrating. Like I said, any of the things that any of the occasions that I just mentioned, right? The Six of Wands back in the day used to be called the proposal card, by the way, right? It's also a card of victory and success. All right, perhaps they just got a house and it is a housewarming party. Perhaps they were trying to get pregnant for a while, right? And they now are pregnant and getting ready to give birth to a child. Right? The Ten of Cups clarifying the Six of Wands is a card of a family, right? It's a card of a commitment, marriage, that type of deal. So yeah, I don't know if you're gonna go, but you'll be invited. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. Also keep in mind, we still have Mercury and a whole bunch of other planets in retrograde this week. So we have Death clarified by the Queen of Wands. We have the Five of Cups clarified by the Ace of Swords. Then we have the King of Cups clarified by the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. And we have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Wow, this is some serious stuff, Aries. When this person comes back to you, don't be surprised if they propose to you. Now, seriously, really, if they propose to you, don't be surprised. And I see this all the time, by the way, when people think that the only way to get somebody back is to propose to them, and it often works. Okay? The King of Cups, closer to the deck. That would be the person coming back this week. So it could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody with a lot of water in their chart. Since they're clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, you know, they may have earth in their chart as well. Okay, but yeah, that Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, clarifying the King of Cups, that's what they want. And what they want is a commitment, long-term commitment. Marriage, right? The Knight of Pentacles is the most serious, the most grounded, the most long-term knight out of all four knights. With the Knight of Pentacles, you can always plan ahead. And the Ten of Cups, I just couldn't help myself. I just pulled another clarifier when I saw that Knight of Pentacles. I gotta be honest. Right? And the Ten of Cups showed up. Yep, they want to marry you. The Ten of Cups is a card of a commitment, marriage, family, all the good stuff. that comes with it. Okay, and they will be very upfront, very straightforward with you when they do come back. All right, they're not gonna beat around the bush. I think they're gonna tell you straight up that this is what they want with you, right? The Ace of Swords to the left from the King of Cups, clarifying the Five of Cups. Yeah, the Ace of Swords is a very straightforward, very direct, very honest conversation. The Five of Cups is a card of regret, grief, sorrow, so they do regret not having you in their life, or they do regret not committing to you earlier, right? Death, the first card that came out, is clarified by the Queen of Wands. Death is a card of, if this person is a Scorpio, it makes sense. Death is a Scorpio, a major arcana card. But at the same time, this is what they miss. They miss not having you in their life, right? Death is a card of an ending, right? And the Queen of Wands clarifying death, that's you, Aries. So they do miss you. They do regret ending this with you. And again, they're coming back with a very serious offer. Judgment on the bottom of the deck is a card of somebody coming back from the past. What you're going to do about this, Aries, is going to be 100% up to you. But in case if you're wondering if they're serious about you, yes, they are. Absolutely. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, the business, and your finances, Aries. This week we have the Four of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, clarified by the Page of Swords. Then we have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Emperor, and we also have the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Well, you're going to be doing a lot of thinking, a lot of comparisons, and research. You could still be doing whatever it is you do for money, but at the same time, you're going to be going through some kind of a process, a thought process. Yeah. And the only major arcana card on the table is the Emperor, right next to the deck, clarifying the Two of Pentacles, right? So something is going to make you pause for a second or a couple of days and think about it. Some of you could be looking for a new job. Others of you could be thinking about what can you do to improve your existing skill sets. You could be doing research about classes you need to take, certificates you need to get, or something along those lines, right? I do see you spending a lot of time thinking. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you. Some of you are doing research or even looking for a new job, right? The Page of Swords kind of in the middle right there, clarifying the Six of Pentacles. In this case, this is your research. This is you looking for information or applying for companies or perhaps looking at schools. You could be, doing research in terms of in the next 10 years, what jobs will be best paid and what you need to do now to get those jobs or something along those lines. All right. Yeah, that's what you're doing this week, Aries. All right. Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Aries, this week. We have the Eight of Cups, clarified by the King of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is pretty much a repeat of the X spread I did for you a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, what you're not expecting is the return of the King of Cups. Yeah, I didn't even see a point to clarify any further, right? We do have the Ace of Cups right next to the deck. They do love you. They are going to express it to you. Okay, you're the Queen of Wands here, and the King of Cups all the way to your left, clarifying the Eight of Cups. That's them coming back to you. Well, the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck is a card of a wish come true. It's a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. All right, and again, I don't know what you're gonna do about this, but you will definitely feel good about this. Just the fact that this person is back. And as we saw in the actual X spread, yeah, they do have serious intentions for you. Yes, they do. All right, so yeah, that's what I have for you, Aries, for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.